Esquire magazine sent a classic liberal reporter to the U.S.-Mexico border
Oh,
to
that's
look into the
hilarious.
issue. With us now to explain, Esquire's editor-in-chief. How exciting, Jay Felding. Jay, it's so exciting.
How are you, Joe?
It's interesting.
Great to
We
be
loved
here,
you.
man.
What the reporter came back?
You loved him as a kid at TNC. You trust him as a mother at Esquire. It's so great to have you here.
Mother wolf.
Okay, this is pretty shocking stuff. So you send a liberal journalist down there. He comes back saying, Trump is right.
That's right.
They
So we
need to
said,
build
you
a
got to go
wall."
down there with no preconceived notions, right? Just an empty notebook. Go to my former home state,
Right.
where my, and walk the border, drive the border 800 miles and talk to whoever you see and let them tell us what they think about what's really going on and whether we need a wall, in fact. Instead of hearing it from the debate stage, let's hear it from the people who are
And the
dealing
people
with it
say
every day.
build the wall.
They said build the wall. They said two things, whether it was Hispanic, Anglo, Democrat, Republican, uncommitted, clueless, whatever. They said we want a wall, and yet we want it to be married with some compassion toward the people that we're trying to
Here's another
keep from
surprising
jumping
thing
over
from the
border.
article is that he said that Hispanics were less sympathetic towards illegal immigrants than whites.
So I think that there's a lot of interesting things
friction,
there,
probably.
but one thing I think is that most of those Hispanics are first generation and they see it as unfair that they came over here the legal way, became citizens, and now they're having to compete for jobs with those who are coming across the border on a daily basis, right? So I think they feel, as one guy says, that let them get in line, right?
Yeah.
I think the Anglos have, for the most part, probably grown up in the tradition of the West, which is a place of welcoming immigrants through its history. And their attitude is more that should be an honored thing today.
Well,
I think they also think, oddly, that the more enforced, that if the laws are enforced, that compassion will prevail.
Speaking of the laws being enforced, what about the border agents? What are they saying?
They say we need a wall, but that's where you begin to realize that the wall is just a symbol for the solution. What we need is an acronym, I think. In other words, you need partial wall, you need boots on the ground, you need radar, you need cooperation with the Department of Defense. It has a lot of technology that they won't share right now.
Worst acronym ever.
Right, okay,
That's
so
a
help me
horrible
out with an acronym.
Well, it's got a
drones?
name, though. It's called Comprehensive Immigration Reform, and two presidents of two different parties have championed it, and neither were able to get it through the Congress.
But the one thing that wasn't in there
all those things were in it.
Was comprehensive government reform in Mexico. Right,
Well,
that's part of it. I think
Yeah.
that a lot of the feeling is that these people are having, no choice but to come north, right? They don't get 3 square meals a day, and they're looking for opportunity, and so, we need pressure on that
Is
side
their
as well.
conception of a wall Trump's conception?
No.
So
no.
just a concept of a wall.
It's a concept of a solution that, I think was not a part of the political discourse before he brought it up, for better or worse, right? The hyperbole that he gave to it, the kind of real estate, I'm a builder, I'm going to build a wall, or I'm going to build something to solve something, I'm going to sell you an apartment and convince you that the closet can be turned into a master bedroom, right? This is the same idea, exaggerating an idea in order for it to become talked about and maybe even, therefore, for a halfway point to be found.
So, Jake, we've been talking all about the wall. Let's talk about a man who broke the rules and changed the world.
Vigo.
And
Another
Vigo
guy
is
breaking
living
the
off the
rules.
grid with his
A lot
kids.
for
With a flip
Talk
phone,
about it.
man. Can you imagine?
Talk about it.
Well, I just did a movie.
He's awesome. I think he's awesome. I just think he's truly a refreshing, version of a guy who lives according to his own tune, and that kind of gets echoed throughout this day and age, right? Whether it's Trump or Bernie or Muhammad Ali, who died over the weekend, was one of the great, greatest cover boys ever of Esquire. These people who decided to live life their own way and have the courage to do it and break the rules and remake them is very cool.
Amazing stuff.